And welcome back, everyone. We're with the final episode of Mass Effect 3, and we're going to be doing, of the 4 options and multiple layers of options that we have, we're going to be doing Control. Because we were talking about this, and we basically decided, okay.
Yeah, well, what ending did you choose?
In my first...
Yes,
in my own
playthrough, in your personal
In
playthrough.
my own personal playthrough, I did Destroy.
Yeah, and I did Synthesis, so we decided we're going to do Control, because that was the other ending neither one of us had chosen.
Right, and also with Control, we feel, okay... You know, at least I feel anyway, that if we kill the protagonist, but ultimately it's for the benefit of...
You can't actually hit them.
I know. But ultimately it's for the benefit of the entire galaxy that none of the AI isn't destroyed. Like, the Reapers are used to help the galaxy rebuild and stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, you know, that is a benefit for everyone. No more people die. Everything gets rebuilt. Yeah, the Reapers are still there, but since they're being controlled by Shepard's consciousness, it's...
It also, depending on how Renegade or Paragon he is, the ending cutscene changes to reflect that. Yeah, and also, to continue beating a dead horse, the indoctrination theory also states that, depending on which endings you choose, the child either has a smile or he kind of looks angry, depending on which type of ending you choose.
Well, I'm not here. I'm not here to impress children.
Well, no, but like this ending in particular, they talk about how he goes like he has a smile on his face because they won. They got Shepard to become part of the Reapers. Yeah. Also, there's a nice sweeping emotional score happening throughout this entire ending too.
But right now, no, we're just getting electrocuted in silence.
Well, it begins as soon as the cutscene starts.
I know, but it's really interesting. Like, it's weird to see what is happening to his body.
Oh yeah, apparently he's smiling and he goes away.
How can you tell that?
I don't know. People see things, see what they want to see. Also, the way he disappears, they say in the other endings it's more violently, like he's angry. So I don't know. People see what they want to see, honestly. But now we're at the final part of the ending. The part that we've all been waiting for.
Yes, the best part of this game, other than, you know, the elusive Anderson thing, but it's like, we've been looking forward to this because that means the end is now here.
Yeah, exactly. Also, this part of the cutscene didn't actually exist in the original ending. They just kind of jumped to the part where
he's
where the thing
outrunning it.
Yeah, he's out.
Oh, we're kind of jumping ahead, so
yeah.
You know, Joker really
it starts here where everything's expanding. You actually don't see the Normandy. The Normandy's not a thing you see.
How did it
you just
jump
see it
to light?
Right there. You see it expanding, and then the ending plays out pretty much the same way.
The thing I don't understand is how did the Normandy make the jump to light speed if, you know, it wasn't anywhere close to a relay?
Well, no, it can't jump. You can still achieve fast travel, but not faster than light travel.
Without the help of...
Exactly. That's what the mass relays allow you to do.
Okay.
They allow you to do, like, warp travel, where you travel really quickly.
Right. Oh, and yeah, there should be music playing here, but, you know...
A giant sweeping emotional score.
Yeah, and this is... Seriously, look at this. It's like a blue EMP.
Yeah, that's kind of what it is.
And then all of a sudden it's like, oh, hey, by the way, we're gonna go now. Sorry! Woo! Go, banana squids!
Like, I wouldn't... If I just saw him flying away, I wouldn't start cheering, like, right away.
Yeah, I wouldn't be all like, hey... Yeah, awesome. The one thing I do find interesting, though, is, you know, these husks and all these other, you know, Reaper soldiers and stuff.
Yeah.
They kind of, if you just look at them, they like, become scared and run away. I mean, I guess that's better than just kind of sticking around, but...
Yeah. Also, I think this part of the cutscene was also added to just show off, you know, what's happening. And then also in all the endings, the Citadel, I believe, got destroyed in all the endings. I think the only one that the Citadel gets destroyed now is in the Destroy ending.
I think so, yeah.
Also, the mass relays get destroyed in the original endings. Like, they just fall apart instead of just being slightly damaged.
Right. Basically what happens is all the mass relays just send out the signal
to all
the other relays,
and
it just expands. It keeps expanding. And it just covers all sections of the galaxy. Yeah,
and so in the original endings, the mass relays just get destroyed. They fall apart. They get destroyed. You know, like that's what it looks like. And they don't show all the other planets. They show some planets with whatever your decision was.
Right. But the thing I find really interesting is, you know how they said, oh, you're the first organic to be in this room or whatever? Mm-hmm. How did we know what the Crucible would have done? Like, yeah.
You don't.
It's like,
you have no idea. That was the whole fear of going into it. Was, you don't know. They thought it was a weapon. It's not a weapon. It's this thing.
Control or just destruction of AI.
Exactly.
But the thing I find really interesting though is it's like it just conveniently it goes to all the mass relays.
Mm-hmm. Also, they show when he gets hit by the beam, mm-hmm. The thingamajig, the Normandy gets way more destroyed than what it looks like in the new endings.
Right.
So, there's explosions going on, things are sparking everywhere,
It's like the Normandy's actually getting destroyed.
Exactly.
But the one thing I fully don't understand is with this ending, mm-hmm. since we're doing control of the AI, so the Reapers, all the AI and things like that.
Also, another thing that
Oh God, is this more indoctrination theory?
No, I was actually going to say that these trees are actually the same trees that are in the dream sequences.
Okay.
Which was also part of what they were saying, that this whole ending is a part of the dream that Shepard has in his head.
No.
Because it's the same trees.
No.
Games don't use the same art assets.
No, that's not efficient at all.
No.
But, the thing is, with Control, it's a little weird because, Joker steps out, it's bright and sunny, blah, blah, blah. We're controlling all the Reapers, the Reaper husks, and all that other stuff. Mm-hmm. But in this ending, unlike the Destruction and Synthesis endings, I thought this one, of all three... Mm-hmm. Let me back up. The Synthesis ending, you have EDI and your whole crew, pretty much.
Yeah.
Destruction ending, obviously EDI is destroyed.
Because all AI is destroyed, yeah.
But this one doesn't show EDI. And I don't get why.
That is weird. I didn't know that.
EDI is nowhere to be found.
Did you get Joker and her to get together? Mm-hmm. All right. Well, then I don't know why why she's not being shown.
I just thought it was a little weird. Mm-hmm. And I even looked up the thing on YouTube, mm-hmm. the three endings side by side, so I knew what was going on.
Yeah.
Even in his version, EDI was not there.
I don't know. That's weird.
So it's really strange because you can have all three endings regardless of what.
Oh yeah, this is something they added for the extended cut too. It just kind of ends there, the original game, and it goes to the end credits. Anything after the Normandy crashing is part of the extended cut, so you can see the repercussions of your decisions in regards to all the different races and.
Yeah, I mean, but now we can see that the Reapers are going to be helping rebuild everything, which kind of pulls the story together because you'd think, okay, the Reapers are gone and now they have to, the normal civilization has to rebuild everything.
Yeah.
And how long is that going to take them? And they'll never see each other again and blah, blah, blah. So.
The ones who helped him.
Yeah, and then now we get a nice little slideshow.
Yep, and just to make sure you know it's in London. Big Ben gets its own, slot in the casting there. But, yep, we get to see all the characters doing stuff.
Mm-hmm. And depending on who lives and who dies,
right?
You see different people
for a future.
Yeah.
To ensure that all have a voice.
And yay, Krogans.
Mm-hmm.
Krogan babies who look like weird larvae.
Well, to be fair, it's wrapped up, so...
I know, but it's a little larva thing. It's like a maggot.
He could only achieve this.
And I'm guessing this is on...
This is on Tuchanka.
Okay, because the sky looks too blue.
Well, they fixed the planet. That was the whole thing.
Well, we fixed the Genophade. We didn't fix the planet yet.
Yeah.
The strengths of your enemy.
Yeah, so now I guess the Geth now worship the Reapers again.
I guess, or they're working... They're living together, or something like that.
No, I think they're living separately. If you do synthesis, they actually show you what the Quarians look like without their masks.
Okay.
Yeah, because that's the Geth helped them become, adapt to their planet again.
Oh, that's right. I remember seeing that in a cutscene.
And then now they show the people who are dead.
Yeah. Which Legion's dead pretty much regardless. Morden's dead pretty much regardless. Miranda, that's live or die, but
I will remember the one.
Then they just show Helmet.
But what's weird is they showed Thane in the end sequence, but not in here.
Well, it depends on...
Because Thane's dead.
Yeah, Thane is dead. But they showed him already, so... Because in the original ending, they showed the people's pictures multiple times. So they try to vary it up a little bit.
And there we go. Thane Krios, Morden Solus, Caden Alenko, Legion... Legion got his own thing, but he's hired... it's weird, like they...
I don't know the placements of it, like why.
Like they didn't just start from the top and just work their way down or something like that.
No, they like stuck them in weird places. I think it correlates to if they live or die in 2. Because if they died during the mission in 2, their name does go up on there. Okay.
And a lot of them are just people you've never really talked to.
No, because they were
And apparently we're better than Admiral Anderson.
Well,
I guess, but I mean,
you're the main character.
I know, but and that I always thought that was interesting with the whole when we talked to Garrus and the whole if I'm there and you're not, I'll be watching over you. And he brings that up.
Yeah,
again. I thought that was kind of interesting that they had that.
I think they planned that a little bit.
I think so, just a little. But who knows? So.
And then they fix up the Normandy, fly away, because in the original ending, a lot of people complained about how, wait, now they crash on the Normandy crash on this planet, now they're never going to go home. Like, shut up, people. Of course they make it back.
Yeah, but it's like, how did they fix it on a planet with no technology?
Yeah, at least it looks like there's no technology. You don't know. It could just be a less inhabited part.
Right.
Finally, the end.
The cutscene
with Casey Hudson.
Credits.
First name.
So, I guess this is a good time for our final thoughts because, we usually do it during the credits.
Exactly.
Personally, I really, really like this game.
Oh, I do too.
It was a lot of fun.
Agree.
There were minor bits and bobs that were kind of,
but that's what always happens when something gets as big as Mass Effect, that it's going to have problems here or there.
Yeah, I think with, there were combat issues, there were minor glitches with, like, things disappearing and turning invisible. Clipping, sometimes music and audio was a little unusual.
But aside from all the glitches and everything, because you could talk all day about glitches.
Story-wise and gameplay-wise, I would probably say this is a really good game. Story-wise, there are some issues here and there with like continuity, as well as the whole. Indoctrination theory crap and whatnot. But,
which
I don't buy into. Personally.
I'm not going to talk about that anymore because talk to death.
Yeah, you did.
No, not just me, but it's been talked to death online. I'm sure people are just rolling their eyes.
Yeah,
like why every time I talk about it.
I mean, personally, I would really like to see what comes after this, and I'm really excited for whatever Mass Effect game comes next. But that's me. So, what do you think? I
thoroughly enjoyed this game. The only thing that I say, and it's a very, very big point with me, and I talked about it tremendously throughout the entire series we were talking about, is that the game gives you an illusion of choice. Yeah. It's not something they can fix. It's a limitation of the medium. It's not something that they can just be like, oh yeah, hey, by the way, we're just gonna, I guess, allow you to do whatever you want. It's a limitation of the medium, and it's something that it's not something that can be easily fixed. Right. So... Yeah, if you had a game that had true full choice, you would have a game that's so many gigabytes, and it's just ridiculous. The one thing I did find a little weird, though, is they have all of these credits for the characters and stuff, but later on in the credits, there's one guy all by himself. For no reason. It happens. But it's like a good portion down past. Yeah, that's not important. Keep talking about impressions. Because we only have like certain amount, like 5 more minutes to talk about it. Yeah. So I personally would like to see this game have more elements from the first and second game. But because this is more like action story, kind of. But to be fair, layout. in all 3 of the games, that's how it worked. I know, but this one had more story and less action, which I think it's actually the opposite. I think this one had more action than story. I guess. I think you could summarize Mass Effect 3 in less than a paragraph, whereas 2 and particularly Mass Effect 1 it took you much longer.
Right.
At least I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, if you go into details, it's going to take a little longer.
But. Yeah. But, you know, I mean, with me, I really enjoy this game because I played this game after I got the extended cut ending installed.
Yeah, so you never saw the
original. So I never saw the original one, so I really don't know. I can't really correlate with the people who were upset with the original ending. So unfortunately, I don't have a both sides of the coin kind of thing for.
I
for
do
me.
though, and honestly, to all the people that were upset about the original ending, I see your points. I think some of them are invalid. Mm-hmm. Like some people, like I watch a lot of reaction videos, as I do with any other game. Mm-hmm. You know, just because I want to see what other people thought. And some people, very valid reasons,
mm-hmm.
like things that didn't make sense, plot holes. Yeah, I saw that. I get why you're mad. But there are other people that were like, "Oh, I wanted a happy ending." I'm like, "Well, too bad. You're along for the ride. Yeah, it's not your choice.
Yeah, it's not your story to tell."
Exactly. You are along for the ride, and I think I feel this way. Like, and it's funny because I do a lot of writing in my spare time.
Mm-hmm.
I like to make stories and do that stuff. And I spoke to a lot of people about this, and I noticed something that other people that did that as well, who were content creators like that, felt the same way I did. That you're along for the ride. You are not the person who's deciding what actually happens. You are being told a story, and you are given the illusion that you have some control over this story, when really you don't. And I found that people who were not these content creators were much more upset about how they didn't have like a happy ending or something like that, mm-hmm. than the people who did. You know, at least there was a higher level of understanding when it came to people who were these content creators. And they saw that, like, where my side of it was, and they were like, well, yeah, I wasn't really that mad about it either. I thought the ending was fantastic. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, at least I found there was more of a disposition, or juxtaposition rather, between those two types of people. But I mean, everyone's entitled to their opinions, as I said before.
But the problem is you can't just throw them at developers saying, oh, you had to do this.
No, that's where I drew the line, is that people that they were like, oh, like, this game is the worst thing ever because of this. I'm like, okay, so you're negating a 60-hour plus journey because the last 20 minutes were not what you wanted.
Yeah, that.
I mean, sometimes the destination is not important. It's the journey.
Yeah.
And across 1, 2, and 3, the journey was definitely worth
mm-hmm.
it, and it was definitely some of the best gaming that I've ever experienced.
Right. The one thing that I don't like with this game.
Mm-hmm.
And we've banged on this quite a bit, so I'll keep it brief. Facial animations and all that other stuff just kind of draws me out of the experience.
That's a Bioware thing. Dragon Age is the same way.
I know, but it's like hey, yeah, we're gonna make Shepard have the exact same facial expression the entire time. So,
mm-hmm.
you know.
Also, I love this song. What's playing right now?
Which you guys won't be able to hear because I don't want to get copyright claims. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is.
You know, now that they're getting to the end of the credits, we're gonna wrap this up, and we do you want to end it now, or do you want to talk over the final cutscene?
Let's talk. Let's just keep going. I mean, because I can talk for a whole nother 2 minutes about this. I can talk for a whole 2 hours about this.
Let's keep it to 2 minutes,
yeah,
please.
Of course. But yeah, I mean, like, there's so much about this game that I enjoyed. Like, the combat system was fantastic. The inventory system, whether or not
which was lacking.
It was lacking, but I thought that the streamlining of it was perfect.
The one thing I do want to say that I want you guys to do is I want you guys to listen to the soundtrack.
It's fantastic.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Absolutely fantastic.
Listen to the soundtrack.
Also, this nice little end cutscene is really nice.
The end cutscene is nice. Yes.
Yeah.
And the child's voice is the same child as mm-hmm. on the Citadel. So
also, this is Buzz Aldrin.
Oh, that's right. It is.
Mm-hmm.
Very long ago.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome. I like how they do stuff like that.
One day, my sweet.
That line just weirds me out a little bit, though.
Mm-hmm. I guess.
Even if it's like a grandpa to a grandson.
Maybe, but like,
it's like.
This is also something that
they could have changed sweet to child, and that would have been perfect. That would have been fine.
I guess. But I don't know. I like the way this ends because then it shows that no matter which ending you choose, except for the destroy one, you get this little ending cutscene.
Which means that stuff just kept going after.
Yeah, and it also changes depending on which ending you choose.
Okay.
It's a female depending on which ending you choose.
Right.
Most of them are Buzz Aldrin.
Right.
Buzz Aldrin, sorry.
But that is pretty much what wraps up Mass Effect 3. So
Yep.
we thank you all for watching.
And you get a nice little congratulations.
The Mass Effect team thanks you all for playing.
Also, another thing
No,
that
no, no,
people
no
are
more
upset
things.
about. No, this is the last
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
This is the last thing. People that got really pissed off because they talk about in the original Little End thing, they said you can continue Shepard's story through DLC.
Yeah.
People got pissed about that, so I do give them credit for people that are mad about that. Cause
Yeah,
I don't want to be told.
And it
about
throws
that.
us back to right before the Elusive Man's base. So
Thus, why you can't go any further.
but
But
yeah, we'll see you guys in our next project.
Yep.
Whatever that is. So we'll see you guys then.
bye.